Hello everyone and welcome to this video. I thought why not start it with a little bit of humor, tease two moments being in a consecutive order that makes it even more funny. You're gonna see them again in the video later. Well, and today we're doing the newest quest on Southhoof. It's apparently stormy on Southhoof. Well, I don't see any clouds above. Clouds. Clouds. I don't see any clouds above it now. It doesn't look stormy at all. That would be great actually if you could see clouds there now from afar. That would just add that extra touch of realism and effort. But oh well, we got storm and rain. Okay, and I saw Brutus just chilling, just floating around randomly. Didn't notice him before, and I was like, what happens if we get close to him? Is he going to bite us? Or does Bruce not bite? I just had to try it out. I don't know, it was in such a silly mood yesterday. Yeah, okay, so Brutus does bite. And I'm still conveying that right now. I just want some stupid to make. Let's see if we can get it back in time. If we can get back on in time. Yeah, like I said, I was in such a silly mood yesterday, and I am just conveying that now as well. I still have a little bit of that energy left. So while we get on Southhoof and all at once it is stormy, you can't see anything, really bad visibility or anything. Okay, yeah, okay, that's interesting. Would it be entirely like that in real life? No, you would see a cloud in the distance. I was just trying out with the light here, seeing the differences. I decided to do a part of this quest at night and a part of it in the evening and a part of it during the day, because this, yeah, it's kind of cozy, but it really is quite dark. And yeah, I didn't want to play the entire quest in this light or in this darkness. It's darkness. Yeah, I guess you can use both terms for it. This is really cool for those who do gothic plays in SSO. Yeah, it's perfect. But yeah, you can do the quest together. That would be cool. Yeah, we need to have added weather. I don't do any roleplay, but I imagine for those who do it, it would be really cool, so that you then also can have sort of spooky gothic vibe, even when all the Halloween stuff is not present. Yeah, you can get the max out of that, but still, yeah, you have things to do in the real life as well. So yeah, maybe teenagers have more time. I don't know how much the homework is nowadays. I had so much time to play when I was a teenager. Yeah, so we are going to help a lot in this quest. You is a little bit down, a little bit depressed. Well, if you have that rainy weather for too long, it's gonna happen to anyone. Yeah, I mean, I love the rain. And yeah, it makes me feel good and cheerful. I have to add that as well. But if it's raining for like the whole week, then at some point I am also like, okay, now I'm done with the rain. I remember that when I still worked at the store, for a while I biked to it as well. But I have biked a lot in my life. At some point I was just kind of feeling done with it. I'd rather take a run or a walk than bike, because it's it's so regular for me. It's so normal, and I've done it so often. Sure, blessed that I'm being able to do it and that I have a bike. But do I always like doing it? No. And definitely not when having to do biking against the wind. That can be the worst. Then you move like 1 meter every 10 minutes. No, that's exaggerated, but when you have wind power 6 against you, that's crazy. Oh, and look! We magically see from a distance whether or not the herd is right, and this mare has a wound. Where then? I don't see the wound. Now she's sticking to me, even badly injured. Well, I don't see the injury. Look, she trots right as well still. She even gallops. I couldn't help it. I had to make some jokes about it. She's a little slow though. Come on, Slowpoke. No, just kidding. Now, I guess that would be too graphic for SSO to have wounds drawn on the horses and to show that. I guess the age category they're aiming for would not really allow it. Yeah, too graphic. Blood and anything like that, no. But sand being thrown into the portal, that's alright apparently. Yeah, but I guess anything graphic, wounds, blood, stuff like that, SSO probably won't do that. Well, Elizabeth did explode, but it's still nothing. No body fluid, no wound, blood stuff. So, okay, I'll just stop about that topic. It could be a bit sensitive. Not all people like to hear about it, so no need to talk about it for that long. So, moving on. Yeah, after having rain after a week. Or a whole week, yeah, then I'm also like, okay, now I'd like some more sun or just some dry days. But yeah, I remember that in the winter, well, in Netherlands, we have bad winters, as in no snow, barely any freezing temperatures, and yeah, that's not really fun. And then in like January, sometimes you have that, like whole 2 weeks of rain every day. And yeah, I remember that biking to the store and facing the rain every day. Oh, I was too done with it at some point. By the way, why can't we do this on the horse? I mean, what illogical thing is this? We can totally lift up a tree while sitting on the horse being mounted. Why do we need to dismount this little branch? Easy to lift, right? And then it just disappears in my invisible pocket. No. And the heavy stones and logs too. But seriously, like in SSO, we do that with so many items, and now we can't. Now we have to dismount. Yeah, the logic is funny sometimes. It's interesting, but you know, I don't mind, but it's funny to make jokes of it, like that heavy rock. What is it now? Come on, we can pick that up easily while sitting on the horse. No effort at all. Now it just goes into our inventory like that. Like, where does it go? We don't know, but it just does. No, game logic. Yeah, game logic. Yeah, how would this poor girl know? That's not really her area of expertise. She's a stable hand. She could possibly have something like that, but yeah, I guess not. I thought this reaction is so sassy from the mare pony. I'm the mare. I don't do stuff like that. Yeah, she must be the person to have it. Yeah, she does. Alright, that's great. And hey, still no clouds over South Hoop. But oh well, whatever, it's fine. And now it's all rainy inside again. Yeah. The game logic, it's just funny sometimes. I don't even care so much anymore if it's actually logic within game logic. I just laugh about it. It's funny, really. Yeah, okay, so we are going to fix a mill. Now that must be easy, right? And this path, it looks so steep, but it's not too steep, surprisingly. Alright, yeah, we're totally going to fix a windmill. Like, oh, we can do everything in this game. Like, we fix a clock, we fix windmills. What, also like the gates and stuff. What can we not fix? Like, are we like a carpenter or something? Oh yeah, now leverage is supposed to be your best friend. With such a windmill this big, that would definitely require 1 or 2 persons, or 3 or 4. Depends on how strong they are too. Can we actually climb it? No. Now I have to raise it, and now I can climb it. So silly. But seriously, that would be a dangerous job to do alone. I'm sure some very skilled farm hands can do it, but yeah, I guess that's what we are in game. We just can do everything. We can fix the fence and everything whatsoever. Well, I mean, that's great, right, for in game. It isn't reality. It's no, it's just in game. It's just all fictional, so nothing wrong then with being able to do everything. I mean, that works great and cool for the quests. Well, it would maybe be interesting if we had to learn it, but then on the other hand, this is not a carpenter or building game. Maybe people would not find it so interesting if they had to build stuff or learn how to build it in game, to say so. Then just a few clicks is enough. Yeah, and I don't know, I don't think I would be so interested in doing a quest line like that. No. So yeah, whatever. We're the superhero, we can do it all. I can't help myself today. Yesterday I was even more in a silly, funny mood. Yeah, I don't know why. Sometimes you have that. That's life. Some days you have a bad mood for whatever reason. And then you feel really tender. I had those days. It's feeling really tender. And why, I don't know, but that's just something that arises and that needs to be felt for a bit, needs to get some space. That's always the best thing to do, just relax and give the thing some space, because fighting it's just going to take energy. Some things just need some room for a while. And other days, then all of a sudden you have these good bright moods that you're like are feeling so funny and silly, and you're like, where did this come from? But whatever, it doesn't matter. If you feel like that, why not just go with it? Take the joyful moments you do have. That's also an art to learn, even if you've been through hell, to not let those perpetrators take the other joyous moments you can have, because you still decide to be angry or sad, which is very understandable. But the thing is, then they are also still winning if you allow them to take the moments you can have, the happy, joyful ones. But to learn that lesson and to be able to do that, to go past that in the happy moments, yeah, you have to go past a lot of pain, and that's not easy to learn, but it is possible. Oh, this lavender, this has been planted here for the quest. I would have remembered it if it was here. It's never been here, it's just for the quest. But oh well, that's nice just to see it in another color. But yeah, that is quite a lesson, to just learn to let go of the pain in the happy moments, so that you can enjoy and live them, because you don't know how long you have, and to have lived in all that negativity all the time, then I almost decided to do that one day. so angry at all those who bullied me, who had berated me on the street. I was like, one day I felt like, should I just be angry all the time? Like, be mean to everybody else, attack them before they attack me? But then I felt this light, like I am open to that spiritual, that light. And then I was like, no, I don't want to be like that. Then I'm gonna drive so far away from myself, and that would be so unhealthy for myself. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to be like them. I don't want to show the same behaviors as they do. There's another word for it too, a more fancy word. I like the fancy English words. The simple ones are fine to express that behavior. No, it just doesn't come to mind right now. Maybe if I let it sit for a bit. Okay, so now we're going to heal this mare. Where is the balm though? I don't see the balm. Wait a second. Wasn't her leg injured? Why are we not applying it on her leg then, but on the rest of her body? It's the game logic again. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is a funny. Yeah, this quest. Yeah, this is funny. Yeah, so far I also the word I got it, that display those behaviors. I just love more advanced English, and yeah, I love learning, getting more knowledge, English stuff about Ayurveda, etc. And also discovering the dark secrets. It's just so interesting, like how do those dark minds work? How does a person get to that place? I watch, for example, Beauty and the Beast. It's a YouTube channel from a woman named Megan, and she tells all these kind of dark stories. Usually that happened in Asia, and it's so damn interesting. I don't know why, but it's so interesting, and it doesn't mean that I want to become like that. Of course, everybody has a dark side, but can utilize it in a way that it's not harmful for others. But defending your boundaries, for example, that may feel a little dark sometimes, like saying no, possibly hurting somebody else, but it's actually kindness to yourself, and it's also clear for somebody else. Then they know what they can count on or what they can't count on. So in a way, it's kindness. Depends on how you see it. Yeah, but either way, yeah, I watched it, and it's just so interesting. And being interested in those dark things, that doesn't mean that you are dark. It's intriguing. It's such an opposite reality, opposite truth. Naturally wanna try and understand what is so opposite, but maybe never fully, because being driven to certain things, nobody really wants to experience that. Okay, that's enough about the dark. Well, that also may be discussed. That also, it's there. It's part of life and reality. So sometimes that can come up. But yeah, let's not linger too long on it. This race, it felt like it took forever, and oh, we raced ourselves out of the storm. Wow, it's all sunny again. That would look interesting in real life for sure, if storms would disappear just like that. Wow, that mare really is faster now. Yeah, she was a bit injured, wasn't she? I'm being so silly. Oh yeah, why not? Oh, and there's the rest of the herd. Yeah, that would for sure be fun if that happened. storm just dissolving like that, like whoa, sunlight at once. And there they all go happily after after I don't know. That's about how I say it. I'm good at English, but my pronunciation is my weakest point, I guess, with some words. A while ago I also came along a word that I was like, how do I say this? I don't know. And also quests. When you it's quests, that is also just that S on the end. That can be a little difficult sometimes with a while. Yeah, this quest. In a plural. That was what I was going to say. And you say it in plural. But yeah, about this quest, I think it was nice to have something with some weather. Was it still kind of mediocre? Yes. I didn't really feel like, and they tried to make us feel dread, but I don't know, it didn't really totally translate. This code is cute, by the way. Nice green. Yeah, I don't know. The side quests, they're just a little mediocre nowadays. One really memorable side quest was here, the one with the fall. The music and everything, that really helped to make you feel that emotion. That one was really, that one really had more of an impact. Quests like that are good. I think this is so cool. Just like a different style for each stable. There's so many clothes. We're gonna take a look at those clothes. Oh, this is nice. Having these different sets. But yeah, good quest. Or kind of mediocre. The one with the fall. Best one so far I can remember from the newest ones. From the older ones, that that quest with Gretchen. That one was really fun. And with Mr. Campbell too. That actually, I don't know. SSO, it seemed to have conveyed a little more emotion in the past. I think the dressage outfit is cool. And I also really like the one for jumping. I like the purple. It's beautiful. Yeah, purple. I don't have so many purple clothes. Well, some. No, actually, I'm a little bit wrong there. I have like 3 purple things. Yeah, I have more purple than if I have a winter hoodie in purple. I have a like sort of short dress in purple. Also a t-shirt. Yeah, I do have some purple. A bit more darker purple, not this shade. Oh, that's cool, the dressage hat. I have there's also a bigger version of it, but it's always so big. So I like that now we have a smaller version of it. I also really like this one for the jumping. Could also be used for dressage. It looks good. And then the Steve Farm style, it's a little bit more regular, bit more casual. Yeah, that is the difference between like Steve's Farm and Moorland. The Silver Lady Question Festival always has this luxurious appearance, this fancy style. And I guess that shows a bit how the Baroness is too, or what she likes. I feel like she is really like she's really neat, like really neat and tidy. And the fancy and luxury, like smooth. I think she could be a bit of a perfectionist as well. Maybe a little bit strict sometimes. Well, and her morals are a little bit gray. I think She may have a few more dark secrets. Wouldn't surprise me with her. Maybe there's more to be explored about her character. Yeah. Oh, this is cool, the Steve stuff. I think my favorites are the dressage and the jumping jacket. Yeah, love this new stuff. Then right now it is time for the roadmap again, which we got in time, and it's also a little bit linked to the game blog that is all about it. That is interesting now. Instead of like a reflective game blog after the festival, we now get a game blog before it is released. That is, yeah, that's interesting and looks good. And I watched the video from CC Creations, and this festival looks so well packed, really interesting. So I am looking forward to it. Like in general with July, like okay, there were 2 side quests, but yeah, at the beginning of July I was already like, I'm really just looking forward to when the Western Festival comes. I think there's going to be lots of new stuff, and there apparently is going to be. In CG Creations video, you could also see there are going to come some mud races, and I really like that. Oh, this looks so cool. Wow. Bright red balloons. This looks so American. And yeah, it's basically just, yeah, Camp Western is returning all the old stuff. I see gold wolves, bears to dust, chores, yeah, getting the horses back. Saw that in CC Creations video as well already. New code variations and champion ranks. Well, champion ranks I'm not gonna do, but the rest of the activities I gladly do again. The power of pumpkins. Oh, I love that. Yeah, Dorif and Jasper in an epic battle. Wait, there is a... Yeah, if you look at Instagram, you can see it is even bigger. Well, actually, why not go to Instagram to show it? Just a moment. Okay. Oh yeah, if you want to see old SSO stuff, follow Ellen Pure Purple Bridge, because she posts a lot about it. She's also playing BSO, Better SSO, and I just think it's so fun to see all that stuff again. Oh wait, no. I didn't intend to click wings. Here it comes. Next up in your fic. It's, yeah, Dorif has gotten an update, and I think she looks really good. Yeah, so similar to how she was, just updated. Sometimes I was also feeling like that with SSO, like, why not just leave a lot like it is, just update textures like this. This is just a texture update, mostly. Not changing the whole place around, but yeah, that's what I did with SSO, and it's fine, but oh well. Jasper is also ready for an update. It's kinda, they updated her, but not him, but yeah, okay, well. He will sometime. But on the other hand, he's really iconic, so yeah, I also don't mind that he is being maybe one of the last characters to be updated last. Don't know, he really has something iconic. He went from this grumpy, bitter grandpa to a cheerful one, now dancing with the pumpkins. So. Alright, back to this. Well, it's still about that. Conrad, that's blacksmith. Also as a new task. Oh yeah, that's this thing. Conrad will have to do with that. Alright. Adorable pets. Yeah, and they're probably gonna be super expensive again, but yeah, that's SSO nowadays. Even more pets. Oh well, doesn't matter. There's gonna be a lot of content. I already saw that not everything is covered in this roadmap. Oh, and another bazaar. Oh, is that news really? Didn't we already expect that? But yeah, the races, for example, the muddy races, I don't see them mentioned anywhere. But from judging from CC Creations video, it should come, but it might change. But yeah, I think it is gonna come. I can't promise anything, of course. And all of this is just a little summary of every week, and there's going to be much more in the actual news articles when it comes out. So I'm not so worried about that. Yeah, well, that was basically all to talk about in this video. I am really looking forward to the Western Festival. See you guys in a video about that one. I think it depends on how many new things come, but I will probably do it in this format of doing one video for the first 2 weeks and one video for the last 2 weeks. But if it is a lot, then maybe in 3 videos, or even 4, like I did with the Question Festival, a video for every week. I'll see about it. It depends. Yeah. Well, that wasn't it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night, day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Bye.